Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Thank you.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. They'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over here near the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So it's just going to end himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
The slot man in motion right. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. A run by Pacheco on second down. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen maybe with a free play. On the move to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I, Sullivan, and both ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To the air, Allen. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Bass on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bills 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 165 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, Paul. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's picked up in the air, I expect someone to catch, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen.
defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Diggs in motion right. One final try here for Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A handoff now for Pacheco. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Allen now on first down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Allen. Cook up the gut. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Allen. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 4. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, oh, that halftime was really interesting. I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. I get the sense that it's much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass.